In today's video, the SEC is literally about to get exposed, guys, and no one in the communities have I ever heard what we're about to say in this video today, right? They're using two tactics, and we're about to expose them like never before, guys. You have to watch this video fully for it to make sense, so let's prepare. Now, tomorrow is a very, very, very important day because finally, the Fed will make their decision, okay? And we did say before that they're probably going to pause, which will be what's very, very, very bullish for the entire for the majority of the markets, because breaking United States inflation falls to 4%, lower than expectations. You know what that means? Everyone in the comments, let the money printing start, right? I mean, it never stopped, but the bulls are finally back. Bullish news, right? Everyone's very bullish at this point in time. You guys can see literally all green in the comments, guys, right? From every other community, because we told you guys, Justin, the market is now pricing in a 93.1% chance Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve don't raise interest rates tomorrow. Wow! This is what we have been waiting for, guys, right? A few people are saying that 25 basis points inbound, but again, guys, if they pause tomorrow, there we go. It's literally going to be very, very extremely bullish, actually, right? How will the Fed react to the May United States inflation numbers? It is quite uncertain at the moment as to how the Fed will react to the current inflation numbers, whether the Fed will hike the interest rate or try to curb it to something worth waiting for and watching. So tomorrow we must have our eyes wide open, right? Peel our eyes towards this meeting tomorrow. So let's pay attention, guys. Look at this. The FOMC is trending heavily as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think ETH was trending heavily as well, guys, right? So today we're going to expose them all. But it's very fascinating because Brad Garlinghouse is willing to what? This is so crazy. Is willing to further delay his victory to ensure it is emphatic and definitive. To facilitate this, he demanded the disclosure of internal SEC emails, which includes a report from one of the commission's lawyers, Hinman. The email suggests that there are reasonable grounds to believe that XRP does not satisfy all the elements of the Howey test and therefore does not classify as a security, right? So Brad Garlinghouse is willing to delay his victory, guys, to make sure it is clear and 100%, right? So let's just wait and see. But, oh, by the way, guys, if you guys can like this video, I really appreciate it because there's so many things happening as we speak. Thank you. But it seems like this one ruling from Judge Torres has global implications. It's the most important case she has ever decided. There are hundreds of exhibits with thousands of pages. Then there's expert testimony, again, hundreds of pages, hundreds of citations to case law, which is a couple more hundreds or thousands of pages. Then there's the summary judgment briefings themselves, plus the amicus briefs. Yes, she is a judge and used to reading a lot, but I would rather have a slow, careful, and considered decision in place of a rushed, careless, and thoughtless one. Patience is a virtue, guys. Having said that, hurry up. Judge Torres, exactly right. So Judge Torres has a lot of pressure on her shoulders at this point in time. So guys, I think we should just calm down a little bit, right? I'm pretty sure the decision will come in here soon anyway. So let's just breathe, calm down, and let it play out, guys. The case should 100% should conclude here soon anyway, so let's wait and see. Oh, by the way, guys, if you guys can like this video, I really appreciate it because there's so many things happening as we speak. Thank you. Now, all at the same time, we see here ETH is real, and all XRP holders should be thankful that Digital Perspectives, digital asset investor, and Johnny Deaton have been tirelessly fighting to expose the harm done to us by our own government, right? And it's crazy because look at this from CoinDesk themselves, guys, right? XRP Uber passionate supporters believe the SEC unfairly targeted Ripple for securities violations and while mysteriously giving Ethereum a free pass. So they have a point, guys, right? And they're talking about it. They're exposing on the big screen as well, guys, right? This is beautiful to say the least, guys. Wow, look at that. I will have these links down so you guys can investigate further, or at least that one. So, which is pretty crazy, guys, right? Everyone's getting exposed, it seems like, at the end of the day. Anyone going to jail, guys? Probably. Who knows? But from Johnny Deaton, he's replying to this tweet from Stuart Alderoni. Now, it's been 5 years since Bill Hinman gave his infamous speech, and through the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple, we can fairly share what happened behind the scenes through the now public emails drafts of the speech. Right now, guys, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this video already on other channels, so I'm not going to play it, but if you guys haven't, I'll have it in the link down in the description below. Either or, we already know the game plan. Right now, from Brad Garlinghouse, it's absolutely unconscionable that a regulator, when presented with so much pushback on what he was about to say, how he compiled this fake test in the first place, decided to move forward anyway and throw an entire industry into chaos. And here we go, guys. It's about to begin on how we're about to expose their tactics, right? And it's the funniest thing or the craziest thing of our lives. Check this out. Pay very close attention. Keyword chaos. Wow. So this whole, but you know what's really odd to me, guys? I found something really odd though, okay, from this whole situation. It's that obviously Bill Hinman knew this was going to occur in the future, right? Because everything, once it's on the internet, guys, it probably won't get off of it. So why did he do this in the first place? Obviously, he was given an order from above to do so, and he obviously agreed because he was going to make money from it, and a lot of it, right? So something seems very odd and fishy to me with everything that's happening right now. How different, or how the Ethereum Foundation operates different, right? Attached, please find a draft of the speech I had mentioned, which suggests that we do not need to see a need to regulate Ether, as it is currently offered as a security. Wow. We also have a call with Buterin, right? The CEO Vitalik of Ethereum, basically, or the founder of Ethereum, and Consensus, if I'm not mistaken, guys, the CEO of it, but later this week to confirm our understanding of how the Ethereum Foundation operates. Sounds decentralized. Wow, guys. Ethereum has to go, and you guys see how they're about to implode at one point in time, right? So Bitcoin and Ethereum will have to go away. Pre-plan to go out of their way to say Ethereum was not a security, and have a call with Vitalik Buterin to make sure that he's cool with it. Crazy. This is I have a strong feeling that this was all planned ahead of time, though. Like, I'm not even joking, guys. Obviously, they knew that they were going to get exposed at one point in time, but why did they go through with it, right? But the thought that I'm having is they got the order to do so, and for a specific reason in itself. Maybe to make Ethereum no go, while XRP gets clarity at one point in time. Again, guys, I don't know. Something seems very odd from this whole thing that's taking place. The debacle. Never forget, we now know Vitalik was on the phone with Hinman before the Ethereum free pass speech, right? And then obviously Vitalik comes out. Looks like XRP Ripple team is sinking to new levels of strangeness. Crazy. They're all corrupted, seems like, guys, right? This will do it for me. Holy crap on a cracker. Ethereum's founder involved in the process leading to a speech giving Ethereum alone special clarity. This is just wrong on every level. Why? Because Hinman. We also have a call with Buterin later this week to confirm our understanding of how the Ethereum Foundation operates, guys, right? Wow. I don't know what to say about this, guys. It just, like I said it before, the only thing is I know for a fact that Hinman obviously knew that that he was going to get exposed at one point in time, or maybe he didn't, but I'm pretty sure he was in the SEC. He would have had to know, right? Obviously, he still went with it though, which is interesting. Hinman is instructed by his own colleagues that the speech will cause confusion and provide fewer details to give the SEC more leeway. That Hinman does not comply is his own. That Hinman's speech is subsequently supported by the Clinton administration anyway, and covered up by the Gary Gensler's administration is another far worse and corrupt. The SEC's own officials were all aware that the speech would lead to greater confusion. Wow. And deliberately recommended giving industry participants less detail. Greater confusion, right? So wait. Order out of chaos. Wait, what? Isn't that one of the slogans on what they say, guys, right? On how they follow order out of chaos. Literally, that's what it is, guys. To create greater confusion and bring an order upon it. Wait. Game over. This is how you guys know it's something more than This is how you guys know Hinman knew that he was going to get exposed at one point in time, but he still went through with it because the higher ups needed a puppet to create confusion and chaos, and then they'll bring upon order out of it all, right at the end of it all. We just got confirmed, guys. Wow, I'm actually mind blown. So where does the order out of chaos originate from? I don't think anybody knows, but this Freemasonry quote doesn't mean that order emerges out of chaos. It means that the situation will be engineered into a chaos to achieve a certain objective. And then the situation will be engineered again into order for the unsuspecting masses. It'll be as if chaos gives birth to the order. Come on, guys. Do we see what's really happening, right, guys? Right? The game plan is so clear. So what the SEC is basically doing is giving a lot of confusion, right? Mixing, matching all these things, and then they're going to bring order after all. At the end of this, guys, as you guys can see, you can call him and Emos a nothing burger all day, but what about the cover-up?
Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security, and I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech, which is available on our website.
Wow! There you guys go. Jay Clayton is the one we should be looking out for. He literally filed the case before he left, right? And then ruined Christmas for us all. The Grinch. And now Just Shorts will be Santa Claus, guys, giving us our presents and gifts after all these years. But at the end of the day, these people are all actors, right? At the end of it, and then it goes in further detail about all the cover-ups that's been happening, guys, and everything, right? So let's prepare, guys. We know the game plan here. A lie becomes truth, and then becomes a lie again. Interesting. Now from Gasparino. This is very odd, to say the least, because someone told Gasparino to good time to walk back your previous statements that Hinman did absolutely nothing wrong, and then he replied, "My comment on Hinman was absolute about the lack of evidence that he did anything wrong. The lack of evidence still exists." Wow, right? And everyone is literally chewing him up in the comments below, guys. This is the craziest thing, right? Everyone's going against his opinion, quote unquote opinion, right here. It's literally a fact that there's so much corruption with Hinman and the emails, right? And ETHgate and the SEC, and it's all coming forth into the light. But then from Gasparino right here, fascinating stuff. I know the knee jerk from the XRP community will be this proves a quote unquote fraud. It doesn't. It proves that we need a safe harbor in crypto. We need to stop regulation by enforcement, and Congress needs to set digital coin ground rules. Now, why is he protecting the SEC, guys? Is my question, right? Who's he getting paid? I mean, he is. Let's be realistic, guys. He's protecting his own income, right? Because he is working for the news and whatnot. So let's just be prepared. And once again, the people in the comments are going at him. Even Brad Garlinghouse is literally commenting, guys. I won't use the word. The quote unquote fraud word, right? But I think we can all agree that our government should act with integrity. The SEC, despite the industry asking for clarity, is actively approaching crypto in bad faith, guys. Wow, and they're going back and forth right there, right? Foreign to its mission. Their mission literally starts with protect investors, right? Wow, so Brad Garlinghouse is even going after Gasparino. That's how you know Gasparino's definitely in the wrong here, guys, right? I can't believe my face. It seems like everyone's getting exposed, guys, right? Important to remember as you read the Hinman documents today, Hinman and the SEC lied in court for over a year, saying the speech was Hinman's personal opinion only, right? Then, my biggest takeaway from these Hinman emails from Eleanor right here, Tourette, is that it seems that the SEC officials who weighed in on the speech believed the goal was to provide market guidance and tried to write it in a way that would convey that, right? Thus, in the Ripple case, SEC lawyers' argument that this speech was solely Hinman's opinion and not intended for market guidance could now be undermined. Interesting. So it seems like there's a bad force right here, right? and a good force right there. And if I'm not mistaken, they're both from the same Fox Business Network, guys. Yin yang, huh? So many things are interesting. It's possibly all actors. I don't know, guys. From Mr. Intuitive, Bill Hinman and the SEC called this guy to rely upon, right? Of course, Vitalik would say, "Give us the green light." Right? Of course, who wouldn't, guys, in his position? So could we blame the ETH founder? Probably not. But again, at the same time, yes, because they're all corrupted and shady, guys. Ethereum will collapse at one point in time. Well, that's just my opinion. They pointed out to Hinman that what he says about Ethereum contradicts the rest of the speech, arguing more for Ethereum being actually a security, right? This right here. We still have reservations about including a statement directly about Ether in the speech. Even with the caveats in the sentence, it seems that it would be difficult for the agency to take a different position on Ether in the future, right? Further, the rest of the paragraph strongly implies that the thinking applies to Ether. Now, we're not going to go through it all, guys, but you guys can check out the rest. SEC vs. Ripple. When the truth eventually comes out, the shamefulness of their which is the SEC behavior will shock you. From Brad Garlinghouse, about to say BG123, but from Brad Garlinghouse, guys, right? And it seems like they're getting exposed as we speak. Now, last but not least, the final two for today's video comes from Johnny Deason. All I'll say right now, when I filed the case against the SEC 9 days after the Ripple lawsuit on January 1st, 2021, and when I highlighted the Ether free pass and all the conflicts of interests and appearances, I own 10 times more in Bitcoin and 4 times more in Ether than I did in XRP. Sometimes it can't just be about your bags, guys. Exactly, right? Johnny Deason was fighting a good fight, and it still is to this day, as BG123 did state. But like I said before, guys, the truth will always prevail at the end of the day, so you may as well be on the light side, on the truth side, right? On the winning side. And it seems like we will be at the end of the day, guys. Not financial advice, not financial advice, not financial advice. Let's be prepared. Let's go. It's time. Not financial advice. My name is Sophie. Amazing in this. See ya.